Welcome back to another episode number 87 of the Swoosh podcast. As you all know, the whole crew is here. You got Eric L, you got Armani, aka La Liga, Ernest, aka La Doncic, and we got Josh, aka Capture the Flag and Race for Ace 2025. So as y'all know, tonight we start the NBA season as post All Star break begins with tonight's game between the Lakers and the Hornets. But before we get into that, we're gonna discuss All Star Weekend and well lack thereof an All Star game on Sunday. Um, so there's a lot of talk, a lot of heat coming out of the Bay Area about what happened or what didn't happen at All Star Weekend. Yeah, the Rising Stars tournament that happened on Friday, which the fourth team won, which I don't remember who was how that tournament was set up with the Rising Stars.
Forgettable, man. Very
Um,
forgettable.
and then you had All Star Saturday night. Kind of interesting, especially with the two ball competition, the skills competition, in which the San Antonio Spurs with Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama tried to how can I say it,
They trying to cheat the system.
cheat the system
I ain't gonna
by
lie.
throwing the balls,
Chris
throwing the
Paul,
shot
man.
attempts away, and they wound up getting disqualified, which
That was
we have
one
never
of
seen. That was we
my
never seen that
favorite
before.
moments. That was
Hmm.
one of my favorite moments of All Star Weekend. It was very entertaining. Because I watched it and then I'm like, wait, what is Wemby doing? Because I'm like, all right, Wemby's the guy that he's saying that he want to take it seriously and everything. Then he started chucking the ball. Then I remember who was on his team. I'm like, it's Chris Paul. I'm like, yo, this is actually a fantastic idea.
But what's crazy is though, was supposedly the story is Wimby came up with that concept. Chris Paul had
Oh,
nothing to do
Wemby
with it.
did. Oh,
Hmm.
wow, that's interesting. That goes to show you where Wemby's like I said, Wemby was trying to win. But what was crazy about it was when they got word that they was disqualified, they was arguing it. What's
Yeah,
the name?
Chris Paul was tight.
Ali LaForge tried to come and get the story. The NBA rep was like, "Nah, we not doing that right now."
Yeah,
Yo, and then he showed him the paper with the rules and everything. I'm like, "Nah, come on,
hmm
man." That was crazy, but that was one of my most entertaining moments of just this entire week. So that really goes to show you.
So Team Cavaliers wound up winning the skills competition.
They win
Three
like every
point.
year.
So the 3-point contest came down to Buddy Hield and Tyler Hero, in which Tyler Hero came out on top. And the slam dunk contest, Mac McClung dunking over the car,
three-time
and
NBA dunk champion.
Over the
also
car, not the hood. Blake Griffin, the car, not the hood.
and and the hoverboard with the ladder and the two basketballs.
Yeah,
But I thought that Stephon Castle had some really good dunks
he
in that
did.
He
competition.
did. He did. He
He
did.
did.
He did. He did.
hmm
But as we all know, um, Mac McClung come has become the first player to win the three slam dunk contest 3 times in a row.
That's crazy.
So he's slam dunk champion. So we had that for All Star Saturday night. Now Sunday, um, let's just say I got out the phrase I got out of it. It was all over the place. It was basically more entertainment than the actual game of basketball. That's what happened, and a lot of ads, a lot of commercial ads. You had the four teams. You had Team Chuck, Team Shaq, Team Kenny, and then you had Team Candace with the Rising Stars. Each, yeah, two games. Each up to 40 points was the winner, and then yeah, the championship game, which even though there was not even one because of the amount of stops and not a stoppage time because of ceremonies and all that other entertainment stuff that went on. Um, at the end, Team Shaq won, and Steph Curry was All Star Game MVP. Um, and word got out today that All Star Saturday was rated the lowest in terms of viewership of all time, and All-Star Game second lowest in terms of viewership of all time.
What?
That's
What was the first?
What was the first?
I don't know. I gotta look that up.
Yeah,
But
if
should
you
have
can
been
find an
worse.
answer for us, we could talk about that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I wonder
so-
what beat that.
Because that's the worst thing I ever saw.
Anyway, while
Anyway,
Eric looks that
so-
up, like, what are we
yeah, so
doing
it
here,
was it was so bad that the NHL's Hockey Four Nations tournament was scored more viewership than the NBA All-Star Weekend. That's how bad it was.
It was
So
all
now-
eventual one.
So now, what's next?
Oh wait, Ty, are you referring to 2021 because of COVID? Where they played the
was-
dunk contest, the skill challenge, in the game all at the half.
2023 was the lowest.
That's Tatum and Brown when they was playing that 1-on-1 against each other.
Yeah, All-Star Saturday night on TNT and True TV, which included skills challenge, 3-point contest, and dunk contest, averaged 3.4 million viewers, which is tied for the lowest audience record for the event. 2023 also drew the same figure from Salt Lake City. So
Yep.
so 2023 was the lowest.
That's crazy.
2023 and now 2025. Well,
Hold on. I might have some more information on that, but yeah, keep going.
so
What are we doing?
looks like the NBA has some explaining to do.
Hire
There are
us.
some serious issues in terms of All-Star Game, how it went away from the basketball aspect of the All-Stars into the whole entertainment style of the All-Star, which is fine, but the whole premise of the All-Star is having the All-Star Game is you want to see the best players go at each other,
Yep.
1-on-1 or 5-on-5 or whatever,
Okay, so I have the information. Yes, 2023. So only the 2023 All-Star Game averaged less viewers, 4.6 million than the 4.7 million who turned in to this year's TNT platform. There was a 13% dip in viewership compared to 2024. Instead of having one singular game, the league ran a 14 tournament, as we know. Each of the past 3 All-Star games have failed to garner an average audience of 6 million. No All-Star game prior to those had come up short to that mark. Yeah.
What are we doing? What happened to the game I loved? What happened?
It's a lot. It's a lot that happened, but that's a conversation for another day.
Silver, bro.
I just feel like it's too many tournaments going on. Too many influences happening that just that affected the game. Like, and I just, whoever produced the event, because that's one thing I was thinking about as well too. Whoever produced the event, it was a horrible job. Like watching it from a presentation, like you will watch any TV show or whatever. Just the production level of segments and time and timing, it was just all over the place. Like
The
all
weird
over the
slot,
place.
like for example, put in the TNT tribute slot in the middle of the final game.
In the middle of a timeout. Like, and I'm assuming that's what you would want to do at a halftime. But the way I don't think that they thought this fully through, because you got a tournament happening, 4 different teams playing against each other, 3 games happening, and you don't have to 40 points, which is crazy because even some of the worst teams in the league score 40 points.
Especially in a game where defense is not as prominent. 40 points. These guys are going to score 40 points in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The first game ended in like 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's where the production was flustered because they didn't.
You don't know the timing. You can't gauge it.
Yeah, because remember, there was no clock. It was just first to 40. The only clock on there was a shot clock. So
true.
During the production piece of it, they're probably like, "Oh crap! Like this game ended faster than what we thought. We have to fill things in to fill out the time slot." And that's that was the first issue. Like they should have like noticed. Like, you don't think 40 points is too short?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Teams that
Also-
also 100 in the last couple
Right.
of years.
And then you got
Yeah.
all stars on the team. You got the best of the best in the league playing this
Some.
game.
Some.
Yeah, fair. Some.
I'm just sorry to the G
valid.
Leaguers, but
That's
come on,
that's
man.
a valid point.
The rising stars. I'm not G Leaguers. The rising stars. I just no.
That's a valid point.
Also, what's really messed up is that you have like all this stuff all these things have records, and you know, if
Yes.
Jason Tatum, he was the one that scored the most points in an All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and he was the MVP. That was the first year of the Kobe trophy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, think of a guy like Cade Cunningham, who only played 6 minutes and I think he only had 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're tampering with history and like just records, because if the score is only the 40 and I'm only on this team and I can't score all 40 points, and it's just I don't have the opportunity, so to speak, to kind of like show the reason why I'm an all-star and get on the floor, because the games were so short. It's like it makes no sense.
Like when you
Like-
look back, and Christian just said it in the chat, when you look back and see, yo, what did Curry do in this game? He got All-Star MVP. What? 14 points.
Exactly. Exactly.
What?
Yeah,
What
14.
happened?
Yeah.
Yo. And you know what's crazy? Like, we was talking about this on like previous episodes, and because we wasn't sure if Curry was going to get the nod to start and stuff like that, but we were saying like you got to have the hometown boy, you know, representing, you know, so like he wins All-Star MVP, but only scoring 14 points. I remember when Anthony Davis won the All-Star game MVP because that game was in New Orleans and he had 50.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
had 50. He was wilding. He
Yeah,
was like, yo,
yeah.
y'all not this is being hosted in my town, in
Yeah.
my city. So I'm gonna go crazy. And he dropped a 50 ball to win that.
And
Meanwhile, we
low
got
key
Steph Curry
though,
with MVP.
low key, Tatum could have won the MVP that night too, because he was going off. I think he
Yeah.
finished with 12. So it's like you because of the format itself, you take away from the scoring barrage that these guys can have. Yes, to a certain degree, is it appealing? No, but let's not act like this is why I hate revisionist history, and this is why like some of the old heads confuse me when they complain about the All-Star game. I get it. Like, I understand why the All-Star game is not up to par, you know, as we're accustomed to. But let's not act like every year for the first 2 or 3 quarters, they just lollygagging. It's been like that since the inception of the All-Star game. And then fourth quarter is when, all right, they take it seriously. It hasn't been like that maybe in the last year or two, but like when they did the Kobe tribute, and you had to score 24 after reaching 157, whatever the case, that was actually competitive at the end.
Yeah.
So it's like to act as if like, oh my God, like the All-Star game's been terrible, all these shit's like, whoa, it's like been 2 years. Relax. You know what I'm saying? It's just the thought process, and Steph Curry, the thought process behind this format, to me, I don't think was well planned out and thought out through, because
I agree.
you have 4 teams. There's not enough playing time because the score's only to 40, so not everyone gets an opportunity to get out there. And once you're eliminated, that's it. You're done. You're done for the rest. You're done for the night.
And I was saying, like, imagine, you know, and I know I was joking with Eric about this earlier today, but imagine, you know, you come to see your favorite player and your player is only playing 6 minutes. He's not getting back in the game. His night is done. Not because of injury, because he was eliminated in the tournament. Whereas in past All-Star games, we know that's not realistic at all. You didn't really get to see your favorite player because he didn't play that much.
Yeah.
It's not realistic at all. So, and I just think what it is because the All-Star game has reached a new low, especially because the product that we seen the other night on Sunday with just the corny jokes, the bad entertainment, the plethora of ads.
What pissed me off too was I don't know why they thought this was cool, but like I get Kevin Hart, he's funny, and that's what he does. But I also can't get mad at Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart. It's just that you putting Kevin Hart in this situation is really not conducive to the normal basketball viewer who wants to see just an all-star game. Like, so throwing him on the mic when his voice is permeating through the PA system as the MC, and like you're not even emceeing the basketball game correctly. You're just talking crap about the players, to the point where SGA was looking at him like, "Yo, shut up! You just keep talking, and you're wasting time." Like it's like it makes it that to me as a viewer was cringe, because I was like, he's trying to make jokes and they're not funny, and like he's trying this banter, and like it's like, oh, I'm tired of people shooting all these threes. Like, dude, they're not even playing right now. Like MC the game correctly. Like if there's a crossover, then you say, with the moves and one to the Baja, whatever. Like as an MC would speak, during a street ball game. But like you put Kevin Hart up there, and he's just being Kevin Hart, and it's like, yo, I can't blame him for being him, but y'all thinking that this was a good idea is insane to me.
Yeah. And I also say like the crowd was pretty dead as well too. I mean, the game didn't really give him a reason to, but the one joke that he got off, like I'm not even sure we could say it on this episode, but we all know what we're talking about. That was the one thing that moved the crowd, because I was telling my girl about this. I was like,
Shaq with the suit.
Yeah. And it's not because like, because I would even say like over the past couple years,
poor director. I'm sorry.
Over the past couple years, I feel like Kevin Hart hasn't really been that funny to me for the past couple of years. Like I can watch Cat Williams and know I'm gonna laugh. I know, but with him, it was just like he was just trying to pull things. And the one joke he got off was something that just came left field that was like rated R. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not even PG. You know what I'm saying?
But again, it's like
was like this.
Yeah. And what's crazy is
I know it's like Adam.
Because again, you're gonna have that kid in the crowd, or that kid is at home watching TV because he wants to watch. What's a porn director?
Oh, son, don't worry about it.
But it's like you can't get mad at Kevin Hart. He's being Kevin Hart. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like they did the Mr. B shootout thing, which was like I was like, what is this?
Man. He's just a walking tax write-off.
Yo,
he just gives out money for every little thing. Because this is crazy. It's like, I watched the show, the Beast Games and all that. Cool. But this is basketball. I'm trying to watch basketball. That's the whole problem of this weekend. Everybody just wanted to enjoy basketball, and we couldn't enjoy it. From the viewers and even the people probably in San Francisco. They probably didn't. That's not enjoyable. It's too much stoppage of time.
And if you notice, the crowd was dead,
bro.
Because again, you're putting out these acts. They ain't come here for that. They came here to watch some dudes that they are fans and stands of, to do
paying
some
thousands.
Yeah, paying thousands of dollars to do some dunks, to shoot, and then hopefully to get some competitive basketball. Like Kobe Bryant said it the best. The All-Star game is the greatest pickup game in the world because it's the best talent, semi the best, because not all the best players in the NBA get into the All-Star game, but like the best talent that we could possibly find on the floor at one time playing against each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like then we got to watch y'all take a break every 5 minutes and talk to TNT and Shaq. Like literally, Shaq and Reggie Miller were arguing on the broadcast, right?
Oh my God.
They were arguing, talking over each other about Wemby versus Bol. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Yeah, I was so baffled. I'm like, yo, what are they talking about?
I was like, Shaq, can they call the game?
Bol is his man's, but it's like, yo, come on, Shaq.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
How you go hard at Rudy Gobert, but you still believe in Bol? Yeah. What is going on?
That's facts.
Like how you defend Bol so bad, but think Dwight Howard is soft as cottontail tissue.
Come on.
This is why I think like that's another thing that's just reiterated what we've been saying on this podcast for a while. These guys don't watch basketball, and it just showed his face during All-Star weekend. Because even Shaq said something along the lines of top 3 players. His top 3 players in the league is LeBron, Steph, and KD. And I was just like,
and Josh, I'm glad
hold on, I'll do you one better. Kenny Smith said Kyrie Irving, Dame Lillard were great defenders. Like, all right, Joe. Like, all right.
So
no, not great. He said elite. Sorry, elite defenders.
I'm glad that y'all brought that up, and shout out to everybody that's commenting down in the chat. If you don't know, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at the Swoosh Podcast. Angel, he brought up the ceremony for the TNT crew after the first time. I was horrible. I honestly forgot that the game had started already. Yeah, that was just a weird timing. It was a weird timing because, like I said before we went live, like I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like, all right, there's a halftime. I could go do whatever I got to do because it's the halftime. Then I'm like, wait, it's a tournament. There is no halftime. There shouldn't be a extended duration of stoppage and play. You feel me? So when that last game happened and they called a timeout, I went, did what I had to do just to come back 20 minutes later. And you got Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles standing at half court getting fishing EQ equipment and stuff. And I'm just like, bro, what's happening here? And then Ernie said by Kevin Hart again. And Ernie said, we just love the game. We love to talk about the game. And I'm just like, well, I don't think y'all do. I really don't think y'all do, just based off like what y'all been saying for the past couple of years on the air,
Yeah. And it felt like, because even Kenny said something too to that degree. Kenny was like, we just really love the game of basketball. It felt like they would kept putting that out because I feel like they know. Was like, I don't really care. I just bash the players all the time. So
Charles Barkley, I think, was the one that came out said, and it's crazy you said because I literally thought that while he was speaking, like he's like, I really love the game. I really love with the generation. I'm just like, hold on for a second.
It's the first time I ever heard these words.
You're the first one on the front line talking about this generation is terrible.
Yeah, and then also shout out to Reezy. Was the Mr. Beast thing planned ahead of time or was it planned today? I don't know because just like Ernest said earlier, you can't gauge how long that game is going to go because there's no time. They're just scoring up to 40, and like I said, some of the worst teams in the league could drop 40 in the court if they get hot. So I don't know, man. I feel like that was the kind of thing I was on. I think it was planned too. I definitely think it was planned too.
If you're doing $100,000 giveaway shot, it's definitely planned.
It's definitely planned.
Because especially because you could tell, I forgot what All-Star it was. Remember when they asked Steph to come out the crowd to hit a half-court shot for charity?
I remember that. Planned. Yeah, that wasn't planned.
Because Steph was like, what you mean?
Yeah.
And so I think this one was definitely planned. And you could tell Dame was being a good guy. He wanted that guy to get the 100K, man. He was missing on purpose at one point.
Yeah, it was just a weird fitting. And like I said, the production, just the scheduling of segments was just honestly all over the place because, like I said, it's not an actual game. It's not a structured game where at the halftime, like even if halftime is like 14 minutes, right? Even if you extend the halftime, you have your little concert or whatever, you do your little segments, you can make the halftime longer to include all of that. But just with the way this setup, this tournament was structured, there's not a big moment where we can have a limited time and stoppage of play to do X, Y, and Z,
And talk about they care about players' health and all that. They playing intense basketball and then stopping for that long and then playing again is like make the injury risk worse.
And then if the players decide to take the foot off the gas, they're gonna complain how these guys are not serious. Blame LeBron.
It was getting intense at one point. It was getting intense because Kyrie was playing.
Yeah, Kyrie Wemby was playing defense.
Yeah.
Did you see how upset
him to hit that layup? I wanted Kyrie to hit that layup.
Did you see how upset Wemby was at Şengün when he let Jason Tatum cut back door for the game winner? So
it was getting intense at that point.
It's getting there, but the stoppages make it worse. And
it's really the new generation. And what I say is like the SGA and the Victor Wemby because like they started to show signs of like that they actually care about the game. So hopefully it leads to a right direction. So I'm gonna just ask y'all like, there was rumblings about them doing a 1v1 tournament. So what do y'all think about that?
I mean, taking
listen,
that idea from obviously
Unrivaled.
from Unrivaled, and it's been successful for Unrivaled, right?
Whoa, you said it was taken from that?
No, I'm saying like because of the hype. Come on, man. But the hype around that is like, oh, that's something that maybe we should look into because when it came out, we actually got to see the product. People were like, yo, the NBA should be doing this. Like, why aren't NBA players doing this? So
for you young viewers and W fans, we are also W fans, but mainly W fans. The NBA did this way before. They stopped it.
Yeah,
the NBA did that before for All-Star Weekend. You could look it up. You could look up Dr. J versus Kareem. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty bad. Yeah. A lot of back down basketball.
I would love that idea. I just don't think certain NBA players are up for it. Obviously, the highest level players that will probably be up for it is KD and Kyrie. Those are the two that I see that they don't care about.
I see Ant-Man doing it too.
Yeah.
I could see like those guys doing it, but if you thinking you getting a job out of that, no. If you think you get any one of the maybe Shea is in it. LeBron's too old. We don't want to see that.
Yeah, LeBron's not gonna do it.
Like certain people we not gonna see. Jokic,
why is not gonna do it? Yeah, Jokic, hell no. Yeah. Lazy Jokic, no. that is beneath him.
I don't even want to sign up to see Giannis one-on-one tape. I'm good. Don't even sign up, Giannis. That's gonna be some nasty.
Yo, so we can't see a Giannis versus Siakam 1-on-1.
Oh God!
Yo, wait. You know what's gonna be bad funny? Wait. Remember Beyblade? We had the slings and thinking and both things.
No, I don't even want to see that, man. Y'all great team players. I don't want to see that. Like Steph is not gonna do it either. Steph is not a one-on-one guy.
Oh my gosh!
I would love to see it.
Man, running dunk man.
At the same time.
I don't want to see that.
Or like let's get Klay Thompson versus Duncan Robinson. Like let's see. Let's see how that goes.
But nah, that's facts though. I just think I don't mind the 1v1 tournament.
They just have to do it like they have to do it in a way where like maybe you do 6-6 and under, right? Like so that you don't have freaking Wemby versus Trae Young or whatever. I'm just saying, like, because it's like, yeah, like what are you doing? Like, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible, right? I mean, and in the NBA, knowing them, they'll do stuff like that because of the name. It's just the name. They don't think about anything else. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like do a 6-5, 6-6 and under, and then do a 6-6 and and above, right? So that way, like, if you fall in that 6-6 range, you can choose to play up or play, down, whatever. But like, we can't. And the matchups have to make sense. Like again, you can't put like I said, you can't put Giannis versus Siakam. That's gonna look aesthetically terrible. It's just gonna look terrible.
Eventually, it's gonna have to come down to a final game. So eventually, you have to have that matchup.
If Siakam and Giannis are the final game,
that's crazy. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, bro.
I'm turning it off. I'm turning the TV off, bro.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
But, I mean, I'm totally down for the 1v1 tournament as well too. I just think because just the amount of players, I say I would want them to try to do it on Saturday night because at the end of the day, I don't want them to lose the integrity of the All-Star game. And
even Friday.
You could get rid of the celebrity. I mean, you could keep the celebrity game on another network. I don't know, but then again, that's going to be like the NBA fighting NBA review.
Celebrity game starts at 7.
Oh
Do
yes,
it
yes,
right
yes, yes,
after
yes.
the celebrity game, 9 o'clock. Boom, that's
Yeah,
good.
you also still gotta have the Rising Star game too, as well too.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
But
But
bro,
you can you know what's crazy? You can move that to Sunday.
the what? The
Rising
Rising
Star
Star game?
Rising Stars
before
can
the
play
All-Star?
earlier. Yeah, they can play
Oh, like
earlier.
yeah, that does make sense. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
Have them play earlier. Have them play at the like 5 o'clock slot. And by the because y'all don't have all this extra stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
have them at least
Sunday slot too. Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So you do your extra stuff during that game. So at least for the All Stars, it's like the appetizer to the All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Instead of having them play against the All Stars, have them play against each other before the All Stars.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I like that.
You hear that stuff?
I just don't want them to lose the integrity of the actual game because, like, going into the tournament, I know we was all like not a fan of it, and you know, I speak for myself. Like coming into it, I was optimistic. I was like, maybe this tournament thing it won't be that bad if we actually see the product. It turns out it was bad, but just go back to East and West. There's a chance where players could break records. Who has the most assists in the All-Star game? I don't even know. But we all know who has the most points in the All-Star game. Like things like that can happen if you play an actual regulation game. If you have a tournament, guys can't do that. Guys can't compete for that. I'm saying it forgetting that some players even got an All-Star nod because they didn't even get to play. You know what I mean?
I have an idea. Let's just say they want to keep the 4 teams, right?
I think I know where you're going.
How about we do this? You make it a full game, but the first half is going to be let's just say Team Shaq and Team Chuck are on the same team, and Team Kenny and Team Candace are on the same team. Each of them have 4 different teams, but those 2 teams play against each other, meaning the first half is going to be Team Shaq versus Team Candace. Second half is Team Kenny versus Team Chuck, but they're all on the same, like Shaq and Chuck are on the same team. So you still get the 4 different team play, but it's a full game, and each I guess team plays a half.
That's way better than what we saw on Sunday, bro.
So instead of you know what I mean? So like you'll at least get a full half of Cade, and you'll see those young guys, or you'll see, and then at the very least at halftime, when the new team comes out, they have to now upkeep the score that's of the team that's winning, or the team has to come back to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like something, because like I think it'll be more exciting now if I get put in a game and like, yo, we're counting on you to come back and win the game. Now I gotta play hard because I don't need you guys coming back, because like I took over a game that my team, gave us the lead for. You know what I'm saying? So like something to that effect. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, but like
I'm just thinking of like, imagine even from the player's perspective, imagine you fly your family out to come to the All-Star game and you only play in 5 minutes. Like that's kind of crazy. So I've been like, searching the web, just kind of, keeping my ear to the streets and hearing about like different solutions that people have, and let me know what y'all think. One of them was the snubs. So the 4-team format, the 3 teams or whatever, and then for that 4th team, you have the snubs. All the people who did not make it play on that team and compete.
How you get the snubs, though?
Say it again.
How would you get the snubs?
So in this case, LaMelo's a snub because he should have made it.
I would say this though, like as a player, it's like don't throw me on the like
snubs.
Consolation prize, participation. Like I didn't get named in All-Star, but I'm in the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know
it's kind of like you're still there. You're still there.
But then you don't. It doesn't count as you.
As All-Star.
It doesn't count to you as an All-Star.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because somebody said that on Twitter, right? And somebody said that if the snub beat the All-Star, the snub get the recognition on their resume. That's
gonna mess up people's money too. Right? Hold on.
Exactly. Because it's incentive based. If you make an All-Star team, you get a little bonus. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, because I said this before on the pod. All this will be fixed with money. All you have to do, the loser team has to pay out the winning team $100K from each player. $100K from each player.
Yeah, last pod you said $50K. Then we went up to $100K.
I'm just saying, like,
why
they don't really take it seriously.
the working class fan has to pay thousands of dollars to see these players win money.
I get you, but here's the thing. But Josh, they already get money for being at the All-Star game anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, just because it's recognized doesn't change the fact. Like just because you recognize it doesn't change the fact. They still get paid for winning the All-Star game.
I don't think we millionaires who's already getting an extra check to get extra money.
I get it. No. I no.
If that's the case, what would have price for the fans? Because this is crazy.
Cool. Listen, I'm with you, and I'm not disagreeing.
You know,
I know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying though, like,
this is crazy, man.
if money is on the line though, and this is out of our own pocket. If money is on the line, there's a different
NBA PA is like no.
Exactly. Like, right. I'm just saying the NBA players are already gambling.
Facts. That's a fact.
I'm just saying. So, like,
KD, Braun, Josh Hart.
That's crazy.
MPJ's brother, Terry Rozier. Talk about it.
Why are you airing stuff out? That's crazy.
Anyway, so
I'm just saying. Like, I'm just giving ideas. That's all.
So one of the other solutions I've seen is I don't watch baseball, but it's something that they do in baseball, East and West, or however they divide it. Whatever team wins, that team gets home court advantage for the NBA Finals. Which I think about. I don't like that one either.
I don't like that one because like then what's the point? Like
it works in baseball though. It works in baseball because honestly, you don't even notice it in baseball like that. I mean, well. It depends on the team, but like it's not as to me. It doesn't feel as impactful, and I get it. NBA arenas are different from baseball stadiums. I understand.
But I mean, Ernest, you even got to go that far. I'm just thinking of a player like maybe, like I said in our group chat the other day. I'm thinking of somebody from like the perspective of Wemby, who's not really in the playoff position right. Well, they could be depending on they got De'Aaron Fox now, but like I'm thinking of somebody like. Who's not doing well? Their team is not doing well this season, and like they have like kind of like no chance or very slim chance of even making the playoffs. What does that do for them?
Yeah.
How does that make them want to play to win this game? Just so let's say the Boston Celtics would get home court advantage for the NBA Finals. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get it. I just there's and I hate the notion of like there has to be. Yeah, it's not the worst idea. But like even with the money thing, like I hate the fact that there has to be an incentive. So I agree with you, Josh. Like there has to be an incentive for you to actually care. Like, so like that's why I said if you want to make people care, then use the money. The money's gonna make people care.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Because everyone benefits from it, and everyone loses from it. So
I'm thinking about it though. If MLB does it and that's not the worst all-star product, then maybe they should try it out. They tried everything else out. Maybe you should try this out, NBA.
You got nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose.
Because like you said, some of the all-stars are on the top 4 teams in each conference, so they might actually play harder.
Yeah. Like I'm sure Cleveland would have loved that scenario.
Oh yeah.
And the East beats the West. And now I get home court, and if I get to the finals and we play OKC or something, I get home court regardless.
That's record for the rest of the year. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. So
was there a third one on mine?
Nah, that was the only two that I've seen. I mean, unless y'all have anything else.
Another one I saw, and I hate this idea. People are saying USA versus the world, and that is the worst idea ever. Because do y'all know? It's like, what is it, 24 players on the All-Star roster? So you spend them at 12, right?
Yeah.
Y'all want to see 12? Y'all think there's 12 international stars, all-stars? Do y'all really think, do people not understand? They think it's 12, but it's not.
It's
How
not.
do you get past a
It's
certain
like
player?
5 or 4, right?
Like, we can name him right now. Wemby,
Giannis,
SGA,
Wemby,
SGA. SGA is technically not even international, but go ahead. Jokic,
Luka.
That's 5.
And then it
Right.
falls off a cliff to Siakam and Sabonis.
Yo,
can put
what's
see-
up
you-
with you
you
and
can-
Siakam?
So you can put Siakam, then it's a bonus. Then you're gonna Sengun. Like,
And then now we gotta. Oh man, we got no more spots. Vucevic, man, come up. Whoa,
Yeah.
no.
You got Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich, come up. Yeah.
Like, think about that. That's one of the worst ideas. They might have to fill out the roster with Dylan
For
Brooks.
Zingis.
Tingus Pingus.
It's one of the worst ever. And people are. I see Kevin O'Connor's like, I've been saying this for you. No, that's a horrible idea. You can't.
Yeah.
You gotta have people like Vucevic,
Al Horford.
Al Horford. This thing that kills me. Going back to the game a little bit because it kind of ties in with this. I think it was Candace Parker that was like, "Oh man, look how the world caught up." And y'all know I hate that. I hate when people say the world.
Hey,
Caught up.
I don't know if you heard. Shaq and Reggie were arguing about it too on the broadcast, and Shaq was like, "The world, they never caught up. Stop saying that." And Reggie was like, "Well, look at Wemby." He was like, "So, that's one person."
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, they said the world caught up, and I'm looking at the international
Alex
team.
Sarr, Zachary Ricochet.
Yeah, they had the international team, and
Come on,
I
man.
seen Americans on that team. Donovan
Yeah.
Mitchell and Cat were in the starting lineup for the international team.
Yeah.
And they talking about, oh, but look at the international team. They catching up. I'm like, there's Americans here. These are guys that's born in New York and New Jersey on the team.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just think that's one of the worst ideas. Leave that for the Olympics. Leave that for the Olympics, USA versus the world. Or because I don't even like it in the Rising Star. Because that's what they turned the Rising Star to in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Because
It's
it
like,
was,
yo,
at
bro.
the time, it was an influx of it. It was an influx of it. And plus, it wasn't like
Some of these
much
guys not
US
good.
talent. Yeah, it took a step
Yeah.
back. It took a step back.
Just do the rookies versus sophomores. It's fine. It's just fine.
Yeah,
It's literally just fine.
I get y'all trying to
the
push
imbalance.
this world appeal. I get it. They're trying to push the world appeal so international people could get they could get the ratings from the international people. But stop trying to push this. It's not gonna happen, and this would be the absolute worst idea.
But here's the thing too, Josh. Like, even if you look towards the future, and maybe because the demographic we're in and the country we're in, we don't get to see a lot or hear a lot of up and coming superstars or stars coming from international. But like, all you hear of the next stars coming in are American. Cooper Flag,
All of them for the next 2 years. For the next 2 years,
Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, AJ. You hear
Daryl Peterson.
Yes, Daryl Peterson. You hear Kyan Anthony. You hear Bryce.
Boozer.
Boozer
Twins.
twins. Who else? Elijah Arenas. So, like, you hear all these young American kids. Yo, we just named 10
Ron Harper
players,
Jr., right?
bro. No,
Who's
Ron
that?
Harper Jr. Ron Harper Jr. is in the G League, I think.
No, you said about
it's
Dylan
Dylan
Harper.
Dylan Harper. Yeah. So like, you got we named just 10. We named just 10 players just now.
Yeah.
That legit will be. No,
yes,
exactly.
Guy is VJ Edgecombe from this year.
Yes, that's it.
That's
Like,
it.
come on. Like, stop. We got to stop this.
So we went through the bad and the ugly of the All-Star game. Was there anything that y'all like? What was the good?
Wait, we left one bad and ugly out. The court. Stop with the colorful courts. Go back to the regular hardwood. Please.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. The
Yeah.
court was
Yeah.
damaging on my eyes, man.
Yeah,
Damaging.
I get, like, this is the thing that pissed me off. For the in-season tournament, y'all got the message.
Yeah, yo. What? Bro,
And then the All-Star game is like,
and that was my biggest fear going into the in-season tournament finals. I was like, yo, please stop with this mismatched court. The blue and the red was just
Yeah.
like throwing people off. You know what I'm saying? Cool, y'all got it right. Now we get to the All-Star game. And like, it didn't click watching like Friday night and Saturday night. But then watching the game, I'm like, oh, hell no. Like
if you're going to do it Friday, Saturday, that's cool. Because that's like dunk
That's
contest. And you know what I'm
'cause
saying?
it's not
Like,
real game.
yeah, it gives a video game feel, which is cool. That's the whole point. But like the actual game itself, no.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, my
Now that
eyes
you
are
say that,
struggling, man.
I didn't notice that until the actual game.
Yes.
What the earners is.
Bro, I got 20/20 vision, bro, and my eyes was hurting, bro.
I was like, Saturday night, I was like, I thought to myself, I'm like, I hope this is not the court for Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, for the in-season tournament, they fixed it. The courts were nice. You had the trophy in the middle. That was great.
Yeah.
And then you do this. Like, again, what the NBA needs to lean into, because y'all love nostalgia so much, what y'all need to lean into is the nostalgia stuff. Bring it back. Bring the nostalgia back. And if you're really passionate about it, y'all care about it so damn much, bring it back. Put the All-Star logo in the middle of the court. You know what I'm saying? Whatever city skyline you want to do, cool, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Jerseys should be going back to do the old school All-Star jerseys, or do throwback jerseys of their teams, whatever. Or wear their own jerseys. That's it.
Got 20 years of all designs, just saying there.
The NBA, I'm gonna keep saying this. The NBA they make too much money off it. Believe it or not, like, even though I'm not going out and copying a new jersey, but believe it or not, somebody's gonna go out there and pay top dollar for the apparel line that they did. So it's like those days of having the teams wear their own jersey, like those days are gone, man.
But like which is cool. But what? So then go back to the old school All-Star jerseys. Like, you know those All-Star warm-ups were fire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody is seeing it for that.
It's licensing
Alexander. Too. That teal All-Star jersey, man. If they see that, that's
like 96. 96.
Yeah.
When Jordan came out with the Columbias. Fire.
Yeah. I think what it is like the NBA got to have licensing. No, well, since Nike's holding down the contract, they got to have licensing to make that design. I can be wrong, but I think that's what it is, though.
Yeah, I mean, if Mitchell and Ness is selling them, Mitchell and Ness got to have some type of, so Nike can get through to that. You know what I'm like? I'm just saying, like,
that's two competing forces right there. Like,
you
know. I just focus on the throwback. Nike's like the now, you know what I'm saying?
But even so, like, Nike has put out throwback jerseys. The Grizzlies are wearing. The Grizzlies are wearing
that joint that Mac McClung was rocking. Woo, that shit was heat.
Bro, that's the T-Mac. That's the T-Mac
that
Magic.
Was heat. That joint was
you know what I'm saying? So to me, okay, Nike can do these things. So why can't you do it for the rest of the players? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just bring back some of the stuff that made the All-Star game, and I think that's what it's missing. Like, bring back the things that made the All-Star game like exciting back then.
Simple. Just keep it
the
simple.
simple stuff. The jerseys, the jerseys were important.
But not too simple because that happened.
Yeah. You know what also takes away from the aura of the All-Star game? Remember NBA Inside stuff, and they used to have interviews with the players, and
Eric said that. You
get access to the locker rooms during the All-Star game. You kind of see what's going on. We don't have that anymore. And you have social media, which is even better.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up because I remember watching the All-Star game and just the All-Star weekend as a kid and just feeling like I was in the locker room or with the players. And plus, All-Star weekend, growing up in New York City, public schools was out the following week. I was watching reruns of the All-Star weekend all throughout the week. So, like, I was catching information, interviews. Remember when AI cut his hair? He had a little part in the middle. Like, I remember watching that. Shout out to Todd because he sent that video to me. But I was like, I remember watching that and was like, yo, AI, what the hell are you doing? Like, like, what is it? The braids? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, what are we doing? So I just felt like as a kid watching All-Star weekend, like, I felt like I was with the players. I was on the court when Dwight dressed up as Superman. Like when Nate dunked over him, I was with that.
And I was filming the practices. Yeah.
When I remember watching LeBron lie about doing a dunk contest. I remember that. Like,
oh god, 20 years ago.
That was my segue. That was my segue. How y'all feel about players not playing?
I think it's selfish, honestly. Not saying I don't know the real thing with LeBron. I don't know about the Anthony Edwards thing, but I think
LeBron was dealing with a foot injury for the last, damn near the whole season. He didn't play. Remember, he didn't play.
I get that.
Two straight games.
I get that, but if you knew You was already.
No. I'm not arguing that part. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, like I don't want to like act as if like LeBron just decided when he got there, this ain't for me. Like I still think he had plans on playing. I just believe, hey, you should have like at least, and I get it. You should at least gave a heads up to Adam Silver, like, yo, like, I'm not gonna be able to go. Let's just say it's Saturday. I'm not being able to go tomorrow. Cool.
There has to be a deadline.
Yeah, it should be a deadline.
Y'all playing because with Giannis and all them other guys, they told them way before, like, I'm not gonna play.
And but again, like LeBron's, the story is he had plans on playing. I just like it's just I understand it also from a business standpoint, because if the minute LeBron James says a week before, 2 weeks before, a couple days before, I'm not going to be there All-Star weekend, that economy gets shaky. That economy gets shaky.
Though. It's in Steph House though.
But
it don't matter.
It's in Steph House though, man.
It don't matter. And you know that. It don't matter. Don't do that.
And what they said, and Braun said, we playing.
Yeah. So if LeBron announces a week before, because we also got to think, and I know people hate to hear this stuff, but like LeBron is a whole economy for the NBA. He just is.
It's Braun fault.
Yeah, blame Braun. The dunk contest been trash for 20 years.
They put on LeBron and talk right now. Oh my gosh.
The All-Star game been trash. Blame Braun. The viewership is down. Blame Braun.
And I know Ty in the chat. Yo, Ty, don't get mad at me. It is kind of Braun fault. We talked about this before, man.
Oh man.
Look. I'm not going like I explained to Ernest and I'll text. Explain to Ernest. Listen,
yeah.
When certain people
blame Braun.
Look. Listen, hear me out, Ty. Hear me out. When certain people, not saying that we're these type of people. Obviously, I know we're not these type of people.
Where you going with this?
No, I know where you're going because I'm about the rebuttal.
But when you know, like when the most popular person, or you look up to an older brother, or somebody of some stature does something, now you think you can do it. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? LeBron not participating in certain events, and these players been looking up to Braun because they've been watching Braun their whole life, like the Jaws and the Zion and whoever else didn't do the dunk contest. This is why dunk contest is where it's at, because you're like, yo, if Braun ain't do it, why I gotta do it? You feel me? I'm not saying it's not Braun fault, like, oh, like, yo, Braun put out a notice, nobody do it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like he people follow him. He a leader. If you a leader in certain stuff, even though you know you not tending to like, yo, come follow me, people are still gonna follow you. Because it's like, yo, if this guy, he's the face of the league for 20 years, didn't do something, I don't have to do it. It kind of is his fault, bro.
All right. So all the NBA guys who haven't gone to the dunk contest as all the stars, Josh is basically calling you a follower. You don't have a brain for yourself, okay? Let's just get that off the way. So my issue is with that take.
Sociology, man.
LeBron said this in 2010. John Morant was born in 1999. When LeBron James said that, John Morant was 10 freaking years old. So you think?
Okay, that's even better. That's even better. We was all 10. We was all 10 watching the NBA, and don't you think? Oh man, no, LeBron didn't do it. You're not thinking. Some people in their head is gonna be like, LeBron didn't do it. I don't gotta do it. OJ
Simpson was one of the greatest athletes of all time. At no point did me watching OJ and looking at everything he's gone through and be like, damn, you know what? I want to stab some people too.
Come on. And you see you doing it. That's extreme. OJ beat the case. It's innocent. And then second of all, I don't know
Nah.
how we in this. No.
You know why? No. Because it's like, oh my God, Daddy Braun didn't do it, so I guess I'm not gonna do it. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
this is the Stan talk you're doing right now.
no, it's not Stan
Daddy
talk.
Braun is crazy.
It's
Daddy Braun.
It's be a man. Be a man. I'm
Daddy
LeBron.
Braun. You hear this?
I'm LeBron James. Okay, I am built different. Just because God has given me certain abilities and certain leeway to do things in life, don't mean you can do it. Get your ass out there and dunk, man. Like dunk. I'm LeBron James. You're not. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm the only one that can get up there and lie. We all know LeBron lies. He's been lying about everything. Damn it.
He lied about Kobe driving 81. That he knew.
Y'all are hearing me. Y'all not listening to me. I clearly said some people are not wired that way. But obviously.
How do you know that they're wired that way? How do you know that they're wired that way, though? That's what I'm saying.
I know a person like John Morant is wired that way because he plays with guns for no reason. So what are you talking about? So that's all I'm saying.
My bad. John Morant plays with guns. Blame LeBron. My bad. Blame LeBron, guys. Blame LeBron.
Is LeBron for John Morant play with guns?
Wow.
What? Now y'all not even. Y'all really not listening to me. Now y'all really not listening. All right, this conversation done, man.
Wow.
I thought the LeBron gunned them fours, and now all I hear is gun.
No, I'm saying, obviously, you could tell Ja from your example. You could tell Ja is easily influenced by certain situations because he plays with guns. He plays with guns because he listens. Let me finish. I let you finish.
Oh my God.
I let you finish. Let me
Oh my
finish.
God.
Let me
Oh my
finish.
God.
Let me finish. Because he plays with guns, because he's easily influenced by his favorite artist, NBA Youngboy. What does that have to do with LeBron?
Wow.
What does that have to do with LeBron? Braun sexuals. All of y'all. Braun sexuals. What does that have to do with LeBron, Ty? Please tell me.
Clip this up on Twitter, please.
Because y'all don't want me to finish my point. You always want to intervene saying LeBron hadn't played with guns. Bro, what? Let me finish. And I landed the plane, and now y'all have nothing to say.
So no. I'm letting you finish. Are you done? Are you finished? So,
oh my God,
you're equating that John Morant is easily influenced by NBA Youngboy. Do you know he listens to NBA Youngboy? Do you know that for a fact?
Yes.
You know that for a fact. So everyone knows that. So you know that he listens to whatever LeBron James says, no matter what. As he does as he says. He does. LeBron James is the consummate role model. Hold on. No. So if LeBron James is the constant role model for John Morant because he didn't do the dunk contest, would you think that he wanted to play with guns? That don't make any sense.
Oh my gosh, bro.
All I'm saying is, bro, these guys are grown ass men, right? They're grown ass men. Just because one person ain't do something doesn't give you the right to follow suit because you think you're absolved from all this like he is. I'm sorry, he's his own man. If he want to get up there and say I'm gonna put my name in the dunk contest and then never do it, that gives you a cause to be like, yeah, you know what, LeBron never did it, so why I gotta do it.
All right. So we all live in a world where everybody thinks for themselves. That's what you're saying. Okay. Conversation done if you think that. If you think people don't follow people, then this conversation doesn't have to go on anymore.
That's not what I'm saying.
What you're saying. He's a grown ass man, right? That's what you're saying. It's over.
But no. What I'm saying is he's a grown ass man and he's held to his own responsibilities by his own actions and consequences. That's not LeBron's fault, though. How are you blaming LeBron for that? That's what I'm saying. Yo, that's like, yo, Josh, I look up to you. You rob a bank. And I had the influence because now I want to rob a bank because you did it. And then what I'm going to tell the judge? Well, I was influenced because I looked up to this guy and he did it.
I'm not going to tell the judge that. But isn't that why people join gangs? Some people join gangs because they easily influenced. right? Right?
Wow.
Right?
Yo, what's wrong with y'all, son?
Isn't that true? You do certain actions, bro. People buy stuff because I'm like, yo, I like how he wore that. People do that. You acting like I'm saying something crazy. That's regular life.
But when you say LeBron James ruined the dunk contest, that to me, and
But
you say the reasoning behind that, you say the reasoning behind that is, I don't think I think he's absolved from that.
He has some fault, just like why people blame certain influences on rap, right? On country music, on pop. For certain people liking certain stuff, people do stuff like, all right, the drug culture, right? That's
you're taking generational. You're taking generational societal issues and comparing it to a dunk contest that LeBron James never did and influenced the rest of the NBA.
I'm about to kill him right now. I'm about to kill him right now. I'm about to kill him right now. Didn't you just say LeBron was the economy for 20 years?
Oh, yes.
Drop the bomb. That's it. He's the economy for 20 years. So what are you talking about?
Bro, I get both sides. I get both sides of what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? LeBron had an opportunity to do the dunk contest and he didn't do it. And that leads us to believe that every player that followed, every big name player that followed, did not feel like it was a big deal to do it. And it's all tying back down to LeBron. So.
No, it's not. It ties back to the player himself. I don't care what this man did 20 years ago. This is 20 years ago.
It's 15. Here's the thing.
It doesn't matter.
Here's the thing, bro. We're not saying LeBron is 100% at fault. We're saying that is a part of the reason. Just because some people are easily influenced. Some people are not. Some people are. That's it. How's that hard to, like, bro?
You know what I also think it is? And
I just think it's taken away from the responsibility of that said player to hold up his end of the bargain, what he means to the fans, his fans in his league. That's not LeBron's fault that you decided that you didn't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's not his fault.
I
you have an obligation as a player to do this.
I also think it's a pride thing. I also think it's a pride thing because, like, some of the players I think of that won the dunk contest, you know, Kobe, right? Kobe was in his rookie year. So all we know, I'm not going to say that because, like, obviously I wasn't around to watch that, but just some of the buzz. He was a high school talent, you know. A lot of people was comparing him to Mike, right? In that, I would say in that space, right? And he was in a position where, like, if Kobe would have lost the dunk contest, like, life still goes on, right? I think of somebody like Vince Carter. Vince Carter, like, there was no doubt that we didn't think that Vince Carter was going to win, right? If Vince Carter loses the dunk contest, then what happens? That changes history, right? I can't really use Michael Jordan as an example because Michael already had an MVP under his belt. So I can't say that if he loses, people look at him differently. So if LeBron enters the dunk contest, and let's just say, right, he announced he was going to do it in 2009. I think about the participants in 2010: Shannon Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Gerald Wallace, and Nate Robinson, right? Let's just say LeBron don't win. That conversation gets a little bit different because it's like,
no, you know the conversation is going to be, well, you know, he lost the dunk contest. That's going to affect his legacy. You know, all this extra stupid stuff. When no one talks about Michael Jordan losing the dunk contest to Dominique.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So why would you be saying that?
Because they're going the same way how they talk about LeBron now, right? And how it took him all this time to win. They mention that, but they don't mention Jordan in his time and how long it took him to win. People forget the first 6 years.
The dunk contest.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about how LeBron is talked about and perceived in the media versus Michael Jordan in that regard. If LeBron would have lost the dunk contest, conversation would be different about him.
Think so, bro? I don't think so.
Yes,
I think so.
Yes,
I think so. Because just the anticipation behind it, like they literally pulled the camera over because LeBron was like, "Yo, I'm officially announcing myself in the dunk contest for the following year." As long as I've been watching basketball, I haven't watched a player say that they was going to do it, even though it's not that big of a deal to even announce, right? And you had somebody like me who was a young, I think I was 13 years old at the time. I'm sitting there thinking that LeBron going to do it. I'm getting hyped just to find out he ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely a big deal.
You see that, Paul? Yeah, you see that? Yo, these are the front guys for the LeBron army.
Yo, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's not even. That's not no. LeBron gets heavily criticized over here. So chill out. Don't do that.
I just think because
I understand what you're saying.
There was a lot of expectations going to it. Imagine, remember the expectations that Blake Griffin had going into the dunk contest? Remember that? Remember that? Yeah. And let's say if Blake loses, Blake jumps over the hood of a Kia and don't win.
Then he loses. I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, man. Look, Josh, I get where you're coming from. Because yes, there are some people that follow us, but also at the same time, I am not going to sit here and blame a grown-ass man for not wanting to get a dunk contest because when he was 9 years old, he saw LeBron not do it and said all his life he was traumatized of doing it. And up until no, you're your own man, bro. You're your own man. You're your own man.
Show on HBO. You're doing the extra dramatics to it. I just said, like, yo, bro. Maybe I don't have to. In your mind, that could man, I don't have to do it, bro. That don't mean like, oh my god, I'm scared of doing it because LeBron never did. I'm saying they didn't see LeBron doing so. It's like, yo, it's not a rite of passage. Before it used to be a rite of passage for dunkers. Can I say that? At least it was a rite of passage for dunkers.
Yeah,
don't say that. Now he gonna say it was.
No, I agree. You think
to an extent, but yeah.
Some of our favorite players growing up did it. T-Mac did it. Kobe did it.
Well,
Vince did it.
Well, at least you had Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon put on a show in 2016 in Toronto.
Yeah.
Without LeBron. So there's that.
Yeah.
The dunk contest could be just as good. We don't need to mention LeBron. Like these guys have the talent to do it and make you forget that he ever even lied about it. Just go and do it. If you got the talent, go and do it. Or just say, yo, I ain't that good. It's not because I can in-game dunk. Just like it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Instead of just saying, well, if LeBron didn't do it, then I don't do it. No, that's stupid.
And man even came out and said, yo, I ain't got no tricks. I could just jump, but I ain't got no tricks.
He kept it real. Yeah. He never said, I'm a superstar and I have a name. I can do this. LeBron decided not to do it. I ain't doing it either. Yeah. No. Just be honest. It's okay.
I'm done. Because you making it seem like I'm
Oh my God. Well, that was a spirited debate.
Yeah.
Amen.
That was a spirited debate. But all in all, listen, the as a whole, the All-Star game needs to improve. As Josh's name, Adam Silver hire us, y'all need help. That is a fact. Because
what was the good, which I liked about it?
Oh, my bad. The good I liked was that LeBron was not playing because he actually cares about the Doncic duo for the second half of the season because we got a ring to chase after. You know what I'm saying? So we got some chemistry to build. So with who? It's actually Jackson Hayes is starting center, but whatever. Hey, whatever. You never know. Yeah, I know, but hey, you never know. I just think that was the good part for our Laker fans. Like when LeBron makes a decision like that, we know he's taking the second half of the season very seriously. So we're gonna get some good basketball because we got a tough schedule coming up. So that was good for me. I was like, okay. Yeah, which is Adam Silver, bro. Adam Silver, bro. 8 back-to-backs is nasty, starting with today.
Yeah. Because we got one of the games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Portland.
And remember, you got to give us back that game for remember when.
So tonight is the makeup game.
Yeah.
For the Fire. And then we got the Charlotte game. I mean, the San Antonio game is another game that's a.
Wait. Today is a makeup game, so it would have been no games.
Yes, exactly.
They need help for real, man. Yeah,
we don't.
I got put y'all. They shortened y'all vacation. Like, come back.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't know if you heard that. That's LeBron. LeBron was like, when they talked during this press conference about him not playing, he was like, "Yeah, I don't understand. I don't have a vacation. Like we go to practice on Monday. We have a game on Wednesday. No, I know. I'm just like he's just saying like everyone else has a vacation. We don't. We got to get back to playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
That's 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday.
So you're back playing. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but
you know,
I
the
would
game about
say
to
the
start.
jerseys was nice, and
Me too. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's I'm in the
That
same
was-
boat. That was
That was
a
really
breath
it,
of fresh
man.
air, man.
The actual content and the production and game itself was not a good watch. It just wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I would say I did like to see. I also liked there was a lot of NBA like YouTubers, TikTokers, content wise that I always see come across my timeline, even on Twitter.
Influencers.
It was there. I don't know if the NBA flew them out, but if they did, big ups to the NBA for that.
But
It was
for them,
good to have. Yeah, it was good to have like people who actually care about the sport. That we see their content on a daily basis there.
Yeah, no, definitely, because like I'm even thinking about like the next generation who gravitate towards like the Mr. Beast or the Kai Cenats and stuff like that. Just having them be there, it brings
Even
them
Shaq
closer to the game.
Shaq cousin who do that podcast. They call him OG on TikTok. You know what I'm talking about? Players. What is it? Ernest, you know what?
Nah.
Players something?
No.
Was it? It's not players only, right?
I think it is.
I feel like it's players only.
Yeah. They had them out there. I saw like Low in them out there, so it was like that was good. And I know for sure Kenny Beecham and his boys.
Yeah. So I mean, that was definitely a dope look that the flying them out there or getting them out there because they're fans of the game as well too. You know what I'm saying? So that was a W for me, and also for like like you said the jerseys as well. I can't think of anything else that was like this was a good product.
Also, shout out to Caitlin Clark for foreseeing a disaster that was going to be for All-Star Weekend and backed out a 3-point contest with Stephen Curry.
Oh, wait, was it supposed to be just her versus Steph?
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, so originally it was going to be Steph and Clay versus Sabrina and Caitlin, and then it went to Steph versus Caitlin, and Caitlin was like, "If I'm going to participate in the 3-point contest for the first time, it's going to be for the W, not for the NBA."
That makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah, I respect that because you bring the attention.
Just think about it. They would have made that whole thing a whole like that would have been a spectacle, like just for that.
Wait, I think that's a double-edged sword though, because she can do it and then bring her people, new fans, because we got fans that constantly shit on the WNBA on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you don't think so? Maybe you could bring their attention to the W.
No,
y'all don't think so?
Nah, because the WNBA, because they've been including them in that the three. What is it called?
Arrival.
Remember what they used to do?
The three ball.
Oh yes.
Three ball competition.
I like.
Yeah, they did that.
And a lot of people still wasn't tuned into WNBA. And then they put WNBA in the celebrity game too. They always been.
Rika was just in that game.
Rakia,
and when they did that 3-man 3-ball competition, whatever it was a legend from that squad, a current superstar, and
the affiliate WNBA team. I like that. That was cool.
I bring that back.
Because it's more skills.
That's an underrated event. That was an underrated event. I forgot all about that.
Remember, that was before the skills challenge.
Nah, the skills challenge always been around. Oh, you talking about in the sequence of events?
Yeah. It was that.
That was the first one. Then the 3-point dunk. Yeah.
1 year they even did horse. They even played horse 1 year.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with the NBA, we seen them do it with the dunk contest. They was able to take that away for a little bit and just kind of refreshing it up. So you just can't do that with the actual game. I mean, they did it this year, which is crazy, but like you can't risk the integrity of the game. Like that's the biggest part. It's centered around the All-Star game. The two biggest events the dunk contest and the All-Star game.
Ooh,
You knew when you finished
yeah,
watching the dunk
yeah.
contest, you knew the next
La
night,
Luca.
you knew the next night you was gonna see some fire. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to see Mac McClung 3P, and like we said earlier, Stephon Castle has some good dunks. You know, that should already build up the anticipation for what's to come for the next day. You know, and unfortunately we didn't get that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
What? And next year the All-Star game is in LA.
LA at
And
the
then
new
next year is,
at the new
Phoenix.
arena, Clipper
Yeah,
Arena.
I think yeah, at
Into
Intuit
a Dome.
Dome. I
They
think
have to
that's
go
why.
crazy. They
I
gotta
think
go
that's
crazy.
So it's
why.
gonna be LA and then Phoenix.
Yes,
Isn't it Phoenix?
yes. Phoenix is in 2027. Yeah.
That's gonna be tight. They need to come back to New York, man.
No, the last
So
one was
the-
trash.
The
The last one was
Which-
trash in New York.
that was in 2020, I think, right?
2015.
2015.
2015.
They had the All-Star Saturday night at Barclays, and the All-Star
Yeah.
game was trash at the Garden.
Yeah. 2028, they're talking about Boston, but Boston hasn't had an All-Star game in over 20 years.
Hell no.
That means New York is not gonna see it till 2030.
Hell
probably.
no.
Probably. But we'll see. I mean,
They gotta
You
go
know.
crazy next year. I think that's why low key this was kind of throwaway
Well,
year.
I think they are gonna go crazy. You know why? It's probably sorry, Josh. This is not a stand thing, but it's probably LeBron's last year. So it's gonna be a whole freaking thing. You're muted, Josh.
How's that a stand thing?
No, because you may. Oh, here you go, Braun. I'm just saying, like, it may be his last year, so like the All-Star game is going to be like very celebrational, I guess, celebratory rather.
I get that. He's top 3 player of all time, man.
You know, so I'm sure the festivities will be a lot better, especially after like even the players came out and complained. It was like, yo, like the stoppages were too much. You know, so and that's
I saw a whole bunch of players in.
And that's how you get players hurt. You know, so
Also, should always be in LA or they should go international. I can see Paris one year.
Paris makes sense. It makes sense though. I can see him doing it, but it makes sense. But
Going international and not touching New York again is crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta come back
Yeah.
to the city, man.
They gotta do New York for sure. They have to do New York again.
Bro, in the last 25 years, they did New York twice. 98
Yeah.
and 2015. What
Yeah.
are we doing? What are we doing? No.
Yeah.
They went to Phoenix. They about to go to Phoenix again.
Yeah.
Again,
They
bro.
went to Texas
Again.
mad times.
Yeah.
It was in New Orleans mad times.
They went to LA
Yeah.
mad times. What
Yeah.
are we doing?
Remember,
Yeah.
because they're trying to make up for the All-Star games in Indiana and Salt Lake.
But I honestly do think it might. No, never mind. I was gonna say because New York is
Also,
going
they
out.
should bring it back to Chicago. I thought Chicago was a good.
But
a good
Chicago wasn't recently. That was recently.
That was
one. Yeah, it was 2020. That was 2020.
That was recent.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah,
recent.
that was recent.
Too recent.
yeah. 2020 was Cleveland, if I remember.
It was cold as hell in Chicago in
Yeah.
2020.
Oh yeah, I was there. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Everybody
I
I know,
know.
we had a great time.
In Chicago, yeah, it was a
Yeah,
great time.
Everybody I know
It-
had a great time.
I went to All-Star weekend for the wrong reasons. I went out there to cop shoes.
I remember that. You said the video.
It was cold as hell, man.
Yeah, I remember Dante texting like, "Yo, bro, this is BS. It's cold as hell. They got us on this line. I work for
Cold as
Nike."
hell. Yeah, cold as hell, man. Cold as hell, bro.
Yeah, yo. Well, yeah, I mean, good discussion and all. Again, some great ideas. Hopefully next season, the All-Star game is revamped again. And I anticipate they're going to go either if they keep the format, fine, just cut down on the extra festivities, figure out a way to make the games a little bit longer, or just go back to the original version, man. It is what it is, you know? So it's like, it's like KD said. KD was like, yo, y'all gonna complain regardless. So just either take it away then. Y'all gonna complain.
Yeah.
Right? So like whatever, you know, at the end of the day. But
Don't take it away. KD, KD just said that, but he cared too much. He
Yeah,
cried.
You know, can't too much. Like I said, no
He cared
family, no wife, just
about it. I
bucket.
tell you, I'm running. He's playing until 45, bro.
You said,
He's
wait,
playing till 45.
could.
Them tears really show. I'm like, yeah, he not gonna retire anytime soon.
but you can't be mad at it because like Katie said it.
I
And
respect it.
I respect it too because that's a lot of things that we missing from the game. Like once players get these fat contracts, they just stop caring. These NIL deals, once they get that, they just stop caring about the hunger of the game. Katie was like, yo, this game is all I got, and I'm able to like be one of the best at it and take my family to a place they've never been before. Absolutely.
For his family,
And that's what I'm saying. Players don't have that same hunger no more. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro.
Why?
Draft night, I'll be seeing them with mad bling. I'm like, how you get that? You didn't even get an NBA contract yet.
And they families be rich. They become from rich families now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
NBA is a rich sport now, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. Facts.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
But yeah, all in all, like I said, hopefully next season we have something more interesting to watch and be entertained with. But
sure,
that's all I have. You guys have anything?
No, I can't think of anything.
No.
All right. Well, until next time, guys. We're at the second half of the season. Actually kicking off right now. The Lakers are up 14-10 on the Hornets at home. It's gonna be interesting. Obviously, a lot of teams.
Stretch run.
The Hornets, I thought y'all was slick. Finessa.
Yeah.
I can't go a day without finesse.
So I have a theory about this. So Luka is like, hey, Jackson Hayes, Jackson Hayes,
Yes.
we need an elite big, like a guy. And he probably just naming people. Mark Williams name Kaepernick, and Rob probably had no intention whatsoever because knowing Rob Pelinka. After that trade, his job was done. I ain't got to make no more deals. I got Luka. I don't need to fill out the Rob. I'm good. I'm saved, right? And he probably was like, all right, bet. So what we're going to do, Luka just asked for Mark Williams. What we're going to do is we're going to impress him, you know what I'm saying, by moving swiftly, calling Charlotte right away. And then when it's about to, go down, we nix the trade and say, Luka, we tried, but you know what? This summer, we got you. Because this summer was always the plan anyway. This summer was always the plan anyway. Now I get it. It is extreme because it's like, why ship Dalton and all that, go through all that, Cam Reddish, and I get all that. I'm just saying it's a funny theory to think about because it's like, damn, we haven't seen a rescinded trade in a while.
I can't even think when's the last time a trade got rescinded?
That's a good question.
You gotta go back to 1994.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Sean Elliott.
Nah, it was Chris Paul to the Lakers.
Well, that was.
In a sense, you could kind of say it.
They robbed us of Kobe's 6th ring, bro. I'm telling you.
Chris Paul was a Laker for 20 minutes or something like that. He was. It's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
But I blame the bus brother for that. Jim.
No,
because he could.
Before we sign out, I saw this tweet. They was like, "This how you know Kobe was better." They nixed the Chris Paul deal, but they let LeBron get Luka.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's gonna be crazy, right? If the Lakers make the conference finals, they're gonna call this team a super team. They're gonna do it. It's not, but they're gonna do it. They're like, Austin Reeves is this. Like they're gonna do it. I'm telling you, they're gonna do it.
He definitely isn't.
On that note, I'm not gonna get into that. On that note,
thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Join the conversation.
Lemonade.
Also, guys. Also, Armani has a new a page on YouTube. He's uploading some great content up there. Please follow him.
2 videos. Catch up.
Please follow Armani on YouTube. Amsterdamers. He got some great content up there for real.
Thank you.
And let's keep it going. But until next time, guys, peace and love. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you. and watch some basketball.
Yeah. Peace.